Good Pitch is a global program where we connect independent filmmakers with new allies and partners in order to create social change.
This is the third time we've run an impact lab here in the Nordic countries, and it's really been a privilege and a special opportunity of being in this territory and being able to bring together a group of filmmakers that have been selected for the Good Pitch program, but also a group of Nordic producers.
We are working with the 7 selected film teams to go through the process of what exactly impact producing is and what it means, and then to do the first initial rigorous brainstorming over what impact they can strategize for their films.
Our film Last Man in Aleppo tells the story of 3 characters in Aleppo during the siege and the heavy bombardment. We hope that our film will bring the suffering of the civilian population in Aleppo on the agenda, and hopefully put some pressure on the politicians, and the diplomats and the people in power to actually do something.
أنا لما بشوف هالدمار يا أبو يوسف يعني في شيء بداخلي بيقول لي اطلع يعني إيش شو هاد والله العظيم طلع الدمار طلع الدمار.
One of the very important things that Good Pitch can give us is the network and the connection to a lot of people who are experts or who have access to people in power and can help us get our film screened in important places. So Good Pitch is very much about meeting the right people.
Our film is very important in the way that it's telling the human impacts of climate change. Thank You for the Rain follows Kisilu, who's a Kenyan family farmer, and he's been using his camera over the 5 last years to film his family and his community and how climate change is impacting them. So I think with the Good Pitch Europe and the Good Pitch in general, it's a very good process because you go through how your film can have the best impact.
And we can really help filmmakers to explode their ideas around that, to explode their ambition around that, and identify and bring together those partners that they need. So it's personal, it's definitely professional, and it's about a friendship and a mentorship, and you become part of the global Good Pitch family. There are now hundreds of film teams who are part of this collective, who've worked together in the same way, and know that they can call on each other, but also on us for when they need their next step through.
Since we met the last time, we have been extremely busy with our film, Last Man in Aleppo, because it was accepted at Sundance to our big surprise. And we had to finish the film in a hurry to make it. There's a lot of hot air, there's a lot of people talking in this business, but the Good Pitch people, they get things done.
Okay, reactions from the room. I mean, it's cooking, isn't it?
So to me, the Good Pitch is way more exciting than the world premiere we had yesterday, because now we're going to do something. Now we're going to use the film to create an impact for the future, and that's what we wanted to do all the way.
The Good Pitch people have been really good at keeping us on track, because we have been so extremely busy getting the film done and getting to Sundance, and they have kept us on track in the nicest and softest and most kind way, but still keeping the momentum of our impact thoughts and impact goals.
So this week is the climax of 8 months of work since we were together in Finland at the lab. The outreach team have been feverishly working on behalf of the filmmakers. They reached out to over 1,500 organisations from across the continent and told them about each of the presenting 7 projects, and began a conversation about how those organisations might work with the films, either in production or once they're released in the world.
Right now we're at the Black Diamond in Copenhagen, preparing for the Good Pitch. In a few minutes everybody will be led into the room, and all the teams are preparing inside our heads and getting ready to deliver our messages.
It's an incredible privilege for me to be able to say that Mary Robinson was the first woman president of Ireland. She's a former UN High Commissioner for Human Rights. Mary Robinson. We're here because we believe change is needed. We know change is needed. And one way to bring about change is to tell good stories.
Everyone who comes into this room today is bound here by a single idea. How can we take the most important stories in the world and get them to the audiences that matter? These are complicated times and we need new stories. And we need stories to reach people who feel disenfranchised, who feel confused, who feel frustrated. And that's why there is such an imperative, and that's why the work begins today, and for all of these projects it will continue for years to come.